I was carrying the child of the devoted second male lead, but when I was hemorrhaging during a difficult labor, he was by the female lead's side, anxiously attending to her. The pain was unbearable, my body growing cold. As my consciousness faded, I murmured bitterly, if I could start over, I'd never waste my heart on a man again. When I opened my eyes again, I had been reborn at the very beginning of the story. Back then, the male and female leads were passionately entangled, the picture-perfect bickering couple, and the gentle second male lead, Ethan, was the female lead, Lily's childhood friend, silently watching over her all along. In the story, he was the classic beautiful, strong, tragic archetype, raised by a single mother battling illness, juggling studies, and worked to support his family and pay for her treatment. His life was one setback after another, his mother's death, failing college entrance exams, a failed business venture. As the devoted second lead, he was Lily's eternal safe harbor, her most solid support. After the male and female leads married, he left the country, fulfilling his destined to be a lone ending. He made readers see our buckets of tears. I've always had a soft spot for the gentle, devoted type. After finishing the novel, I found myself unbearably heartbroken for him. In my previous life, after dying, I inexplicably crossed into this world as a beautiful extra. Logic screamed at me, stay out of their story. Be a quiet background character. But emotion, as always, won out. Maybe it was a sense of shared hardship, but I couldn't help but gravitate towards Ethan. I willingly became his guardian. Did everything I could to save him. I would have gladly torn out my own heart and given it to him. But all of it, everything I did, couldn't withstand Lily's tearful plea, Ethan, I really need to see you. So Ethan abandoned me, waiting to give birth in the hospital, to comfort Lily who had run away after a fight with the male lead. The emotional turmoil caused my water to break prematurely. And then, I died on the cold operating table. I actively distanced myself from the main cast. Ethan picked up on the shift pretty quickly. After all, it had always been me shamelessly clinging to him, forcing my way into their tight-knit circle. The sudden distance was obvious even to outsiders. My nerdy desk mate leaned over and quietly asked if Ethan and I had gotten into a fight. I gave my textbook a pat and flashed a bright, totally unconvincing smile. Of course not. I just need to focus on studying. Finals are coming up, and I refuse to be ranked last again. The moment I said it, I felt a heavy stare from the front of the classroom. No prizes for guessing. It was Ethan. He'd been sneaking looks at me for days, always with this expression like he had something to say. But he was so scared of Lily reading into it the wrong way that he never dared to actually come over. In my past life, I was foolish and pathetic, thinking I could save him. I never dreamed my story would end so absurdly. Now, I don't even have the energy for revenge. First, I refuse to have any connection with the main cast. Second, I genuinely don't have the guts or the drive to play the villain. All I wanted now was to just live my own damn life, phony. Having died twice now, I've never valued life more. It was so precious. Whether it was back in the real world or here in this novel, I've never truly lived for myself. Before I transmigrated, I was my mom's precious treasure. But back then, I had congenital leukemia. My dad took off, and my mom worked herself to the bone, raising me completely on her own. But then, I died falling at 15. Mom, her heart must have been utterly shattered. Just thinking about it makes my nose sting and my eyes prickle with unshed tears. Suddenly, Lily's sickly sweet voice piped up right behind me. Gwen, how come you never hang out with us anymore? Did you and River have a fight? I looked up and immediately met Ethan's searching gaze from across the room. A split second later, I flipped him the bird with a venomous smile, raised my middle finger, and mouthed the word silently but perfectly. Fuck you, asshole. His smile